Well, this is the fourth in our series of dealing with dangerous leaders, how to identify them, how to work with them, how to recognize them when we see them. And we've been talking about other indicators, or at least a number of indicators that we see and can discern whether or not we've got a dangerous leader. And we've been looking at 5: how they solve problems, how they make decisions, how they leverage power. In this session, we'll talk about how they react to stress, and then how they handle failure. How a leader does any of those 5 things will let you know, are they moving toward being a dangerous or more toxic leader in their behavior, or someone that's a stronger, more engaged, effective leader. So when we think about today, we're looking at stress, and we all have it. How does a leader react under stress? And typically what I see is a leader trying to guard their reputation, or are they really trying to engage reality? That's kind of a right up front kind of question I ask. Is it someone who's pulling in to protect self, protect image, protect power, whatever, or are they moving into the situation? Now, we all have initial difficult reactions to stress. We have emotions, they get kicked up inside of us. It's what do we do after that? How long does that linger? Are we going to learn from it? Are we going to work with it? So what I've discovered is stress often triggers certain emotions in us. We all have them. They may look a little different. Some are, we say, fight, where we move into something and we attack. Some are flight, where we pull away and we hide or we guard. Others are freeze. We just don't know what to do. Our emotions just freeze us in our state of being, in our mental acuity. We're just kind of stuck. And so I think we need a set of beliefs that help us channel that emotion, and I'll call those convictions. And if we have some convictions about what is true and what is good and what is right, as we respond with our emotions to stress, we can handle it and navigate it pretty well. Just having convictions isn't good alone, because that just is a point of view. And just having emotions isn't good by itself, because that can lead to misplaced energy where emotions are just running wild. When we have the emotional response to stress, we set in on our beliefs and our convictions, and then we can sort of work the problem. So a strong, good leader will move toward truth. Will move with conviction about, first, the truth about the situation, what's happening. Let's get information. Let's find the truth about it. Second is, what's going on in me as I respond to that as a leader? What's the truth about me? What's happening? Why am I responding the way I'm responding? What's going on? What do I need to pay attention to? And then the truth about us, the team, the community, the congregation, the corporation, the unit that I'm working in. That has to be looked at. So I would encourage you to assess your stress, especially when it comes to the past. Where have you handled stress well? What can you learn from that and bring it into the present? And what cues or triggers can you pay attention to? I think there's usually 3 things that sort of flip us or give us a sense of, uh-oh, there goes a trigger. And that is certain people. That's always the first one. Who is it that's causing the problem? It's not so much what is happening, it's who's involved. Or someone's bringing bad news. It may not be the news, it's that person's bringing it. So people can trigger us. Content can trigger us. We don't like bad news. We don't care if it's coming from a good person. And if we get some bad news or something we disagree with, the content itself can be something that hurts us and challenges us and causes us to be emotive and not respond well. Another trigger might be just what's inside me, my past, my history, how I view things. Sometimes I hold something so close that if anyone critiques it, my trigger goes. So as you look at stress, and as you look at leaders around you, and as you look at the leader within you, how are you handling it? Are you moving toward truth and conviction and the guardrails of managing that emotion that comes with it? Or are you, or as a toxic leader, using stress almost as a weapon? Are they responding in such a way that they're ignoring reality? They are trying to fix and blame and do other things, but anything but deal with the stress. Dangerous leaders don't handle emotion well, and they hurt others by not managing it well.